Good morning to all. I hope you guys are doing well. I've been away for some time now, but I said I won't leave you guys lonely, so I prepared some tutorials and sent them through your course reps. I hope you have at least tried your hands on some of the tasks and the tutorials you have. It will help you a lot, okay? But today's tutorial is, you will not be examined on it. It's for your good. Those of you who want to take up web programming, most especially front-end development, who want to go far with it, you have an opportunity to do that. Okay. So if you are not interested, you can just stop this one. But if you want to go further with it, then you can as well try your hands on it. Okay. All right. So quickly, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Now, I know some of you might have heard of it, but I will not pretend as if everybody is aware of it. I will just take it step by step, okay? So, it's all about Sencha. So, sencha.com. Initially, the name was Ext JS. It is a framework, okay, of JavaScript. And everything about this site you are seeing was built using the ES.js. Okay. When we started using this some time back, 2010, thereabout, it was free. Everything was just open source, free. But I think when Sencha took over the company, they decided to make it proprietary. That means that it's not solely free now. You have to buy certain plugins to enjoy using the platform. Okay. So, and applications like this cannot go without using Node.js. Node.js. Okay, so it has a Node.js flavor underlining an application like this. Okay, so meaning that most of the startup are automated. Okay, so today we would like to explore the beauty of it, right? It's very nice. If you begin with it, I know you go far with it. So you can see here now, download the ES.js or buy. When you buy, they kind of give you license, to operate. But it's in normal development, I've never bought it before. Because your lectures, we don't have money, so we cannot be able to afford them. I have been working with the free versions, okay, and it's cool. You can develop a whole enterprise system with this. Some of you can also look at it and develop even your project. You start thinking around your project. So the latest addition to it is what we call the Rapid XJS. It's a very good startup thing. I've also just started using it and it's not bad. It's not bad. But what I have always known is that, so with the ESJS, there are quite a lot of things here for you to take home. Okay, so let's look at some of the examples. Let's look at some of the examples. Now you'll be thrilled. So assuming you want to build an admin dashboard, you can use ExtJS to get it done. And this is how it looks like. You see, this is the admin dashboard. Isn't it beautiful? See how everything is looking. You can actually use the ExtJS to build an admin dashboard showing you all this. All right, let's check the email. So you see an email system that has been built using ExtJS. So when you go to inbox, this is what you have. Okay, one of the things might not. So if you click on compose, all this using ExtJS. So if you are building an application that should have maybe an email component, you can ExtJS can actually assist you in that regard. So when you click on spam, okay, some of the links are not working because it's just showing you what you are capable of doing. So this actually showing us the desktop view. You can click on this. You see what you've been doing with the JavaScript. And when you click on it, ask you a question. Are you sure you want to switch? Say yes. Then it would take its time and switch. So now it's showing us another view. All right, that is the the phone view or a tab view. This is how it looks. Right. So that is just one example. We'll go back, and then we would like to look at assuming you are building an application um, that must have an employee directory. So this is going to show us a view of how the employee directory should look like. My internet is not that fast. I hope it drops. Okay, so once it's looking for something to do, let me move out of that. There is this other one, the web desktop is awesome. It shows things like a desktop view. So you can actually basically build an application that has like a standalone application that has all these abilities in there. So assuming you want to write a program to show a system status of something, you click on it, this is what it gives you. You see all these features, all right, are, are found in the application. Okay, they are plugins, okay, that you can use to actually generate all this. It's amusing, right? Okay, so let's dive in. Now that we have seen the abilities, okay, let me go here to the grades. Okay, so you know what the grid looks like, right? Let's go to the trees. Okay, they are different from we have the drag and drop. Okay, so let's see how a typical grid will look like. Okay, so let me use a tree rather. Okay, tree. So this is how it's gonna look like. So basically you have something like this, a developer application where you want things to fall in, out like that, you know. The application will actually help give you a starter application to actually build upon it, right? So if you are thinking of where to get documentation, how to get things done, yeah, here. They are all online. You can get them. So assuming you want to start off with the ESJS, okay. And so you see, we have ESJS. This is the first application that or framework that they built, and it moved to ES Angular. They also do Angular programming like phone applications. Then we have the ES Web Components. We have ES React. We have the Sencha test. We have the command line. We have the architect. Okay. And then we also have the what we call the touch. All right. It comes in hand, and the new addition to it is the rapid ESJS. All right. So all these are wonderful things. And there's proper documentation here for you. If you have any challenge, you can easily go to it. So this let me see where the command line is. Okay, so command. So you're gonna use, let's say you want to get started with that. So it says meet the Sencha command line. So here it has a web server already inbuilt in it. There's a JS compiler. In fact, it works so smoothly. All right. So my point is, so you see how it is. So when you go through this, you can actually get it installed on your machine. Right? So anything, and one thing about ESJS is that anytime you want to download anything, it will request that you put in your email. In fact, they will get in touch with you and then find out how you are doing. They are very practical. They want people on board. So if you are students and you are learning and you start developing and you think you've gotten to a point where you need to develop applications, you can at least commit and save some money and then get the license, right? And they will support you. Anything at all you need, they will support you in it. Okay. So you can see here Cordova and phone gap apps. So assuming you want to develop applications, phone applications, okay, using Cordova. Those of you that do phone, mobile phone development, you know how to what Cordova is. Those who use Mac appreciate it better. Okay, building iOS applications is a very good tool. So that's about it. So let me dive in and then give you some practice, right? So introduction to the command line. So here it's going to show you. So once I'm going here, it means that it wants me to download the free trial. Okay, I told you that now it's not free. You have to buy it, but this one is free. Right? So when you click on start free, it will bring you to this page. So you put in your name, whatever company, you make sure you indicate the institution and then the country, then it will allow you to download the application, right? It would send you some information to your email to confirm that the email is credible and it's not a robot. And then it will give you access to download it. So when you downloaded it, you install it. But because it uses Java, you need to have your Java runtime on your machine. Then you can now install it, right? So when all is said and done, now to be able to test that you have it installed on your machine, you can actually go to your command and then type Sencha. Just that alone should tell us something. So when you have actually downloaded the Sencha command, this is it. So all this information you are seeing is the Sencha that is given. So it will give you the version, all right, that you have actually to give you steps as to how to generate your first app. Okay, so you see your path is very important. You can see here, path is very important. Then this generate app mine. So this will be a folder that you always have. Then this one actually is a path into the folder. Okay, so anytime you want to generate the app, you would have to navigate into that uh, path. So I have this in my documents. I have generated a folder. I've created a folder called my ESJS apps. Okay, my ESJS apps. All right, so you could see here that is giving you the opportunity to generate the app. All right, then so this is my app folder, which would now generate the app itself. So this is the app itself. So this one you don't have to create this one, but yours is to point to it, then it will create the app for you. All right, so I've already done that here. So you can see that I have something like this in here. Okay, so you saw my apps in there, my app folder, this my ESJS apps folder. So all I'll do is I'll copy it. I don't think I have to put this dot. Let me take off this dot from there. Okay, let me just keep it. So I will navigate into so here I'll type cd. All right, it's in my documents. Okay, cd my ESJS app. Okay, so once I'm in there, I will now paste this into it. So this is the app I want to actually create. This one. Okay, so I've navigated into it, and so I wanted to create this app for me in that folder. Okay, so here I just enter. I'll just enter. So entering. So once I have the Sencha command installed, everything is automated. Okay, so it's gonna do all this for me. That is the beauty of programming in your days. Times have become very easy. Like you just have to know the commands, the proper commands to use, and to create all these things for you. All right, it's going to create them for you. So here you can see that it's created the application, okay, into my documents, into my ESJS app, created the ICT CSC app for me. So let's go and verify. So you see that it has come here. When I double click it, this is what we have, right? So having done this for us, now I would navigate into it. So I'll say cd ICT CS app, and I will use this command, Sencha app watch. Now it is the inbuilt server for Sencha. So when I put it in and I say Sencha app watch, it's going to process it and then create a port number. So you can see here that it created that port number for us, 1841. 1841. So that will be the port. So I'll just type in localhost 1841 and it will show up for me. So having done this, I'll now come to my browser, okay, and then type in localhost 1841. So you see that we have this setup in here for us. All this, you see my EXJS apps. So, and it has given me some starter data. When I click on this, are you sure? You see, this actually basically the JavaScript that we've been seeing for interactivity. Anything at all you click, it should ask some questions. If yes, to if you click on it again, this and say no, nothing can, because I have not yet started doing any making it catch anything for me, right? So these are just pages that you can work on later. Okay. So with this one, for instance, having done this, you can just call up your, assuming you want to use um, the Sublime to do your editing, you can just carry this and tap it in here, then go to this. So you see that it gives you the build, right, for this. So when we go into our app, so you see the model, you see the store, you see the view. Okay, so you can go to view, then you can see the main controllers. Okay, so these are the main controllers that are actually, these are the JavaScript controllers that are actually handling your application. So you can see here that is asking, confirm, are you sure? All right, so here it goes further. You say on confirm, what should we do? Confirm this, do this. So if so here you can put in your stuff so that on confirm, the moment someone clicks on, are you sure you want to do something? Then you say yes. So choice if equal to yes, what should you do? Okay. So here you can decide to put in your own stuff. Okay. So assuming I want to maybe put in something, I say if choice is equal to yes, then it should do what? I'm going to say prompt. I'm going to use the command prompt. A prompt will request for two things. All right, so let me just use alert. Let me just use alert. So it should alert. I say you made the right decision. Decision. All right. So here, so on confirm, and yes, this should happen. All right. So we'll go back. Then we will reload. Then when I click on this and says, "Are you sure?" Click on yes. See that the moment I click on yes, it says you made the right decision. Okay. So if I come back, I click on this and I said no, nothing happened because I did not code for that. All right. So you see that with applications out of the box like this, most of the things are already there. Okay. So you would have to kind of familiarize yourself with it, and you can make good applications out of this. Okay. So this is just an example, a smart one. Now let's move to this a quick one. So assuming you wanted to even change the view. Let me see whether I can change the view. Can change it. It's cool when I even do this, right? See how it's looking. It's responsive. That's the beauty of it. It's a responsive website. Okay, so you have the opportunity of doing quite a lot with this. So this is one bit of it. Let's do another one. Okay. This time using the Rapid. With the Rapid, you would have to install other things in combination with your Visual Studio editor. Okay. So assuming you want to do the Rapid JS, then there is a learning path here easy for you. And as usual, if you want to download any package here, it will request that you do what? You submit your email and get things done. Okay, so with the email, they will send you that package that you need to install in the Visual Studio Code. All right, then you'll be able to get things working. So and they have YouTube tutorials on it to actually show you more. Okay, so let's try hands on this one. I have already gotten it installed, so I'll go to my Visual Studio Code. Right. Okay, so you can see here that I have one, but let's go start a new one. Let's start a new one. So to do that, I would go to extensions. You go to extensions, and then when you are done installing it, you should see this shown to you, right? You see it. So once you have the Rapid ESJS plugin in your Visual Studio, you can just come down here, see this new ESJS app. You can just click it, all right? Then it would give you a window to input your ESJS credentials, all right? So then here you just put in your application name. So uh, let's call this it was ICT, so we call it CSC ICT. This is the app we want to create. So this, it will automatically pick something like this for you. And then the version of the ESGN version. So here, the toolkit, we'll leave it at classic. We'll leave it at classic. Then package, I don't need a package now. Then we'll leave it at that, right? So here, we just go ahead and click on the create button here. Then because I've made it like that is why it's not going on. Okay, so I'll click on the create, and now here it's gonna generate the app for me. As you can see, it's generating the app for me. Let me put my charge. Okay, so it looks quite a lot or a handful, and this is a developer's lifestyle. Okay, when you want to be a developer, you have to do a lot of research, and the beauty of applications like this is that you can actually finish your application and then just dump it at GitHub for others to fuck it. It's rather unfortunate that we use certain terms nowadays, and I don't know why they do it. So for somebody to be able to download your GitHub package or whatever, they call it fork. And then for you to also put it there. In fact, there are so many string terms coming up lately. So pardon me, okay? So it's gonna create an app so easily. Once you have the plugin installed, it will get that done for you in no time. Okay. And so let's wait for the package to be done. When it is done, it will tell us it's generated and automatically bring up the app for us. So you see, it says it's processed on and it's it's actually installing the packages. You can see their actions here. There is an output telling us exactly what is happening. So it is actually going to create all those files for us, right? So here is giving me some 404, meaning that this particular file cannot be found. You have seen it here. But it's going to work with that package. When it is done, it will bring it up for us to see. So you just have to wait for it. So it's processing the desktop development environment. Okay. So most of these apps come with automated scripts. Okay, the scripts actually, once you do the right things, the scripts will do everything for you, will build everything for you. So you can imagine if you have actually bought a license and anything goes wrong, you can just give them a call or you can send them a mail. They'll quickly respond to it. Okay, so this is the beauty of our time, the current times. Our time, you had to build all this all by yourself. And now, you just have to sit. Yeah, so that's that. So at this point, we have the CSC ICT app created for us. Okay. So once it comes here, it means we can navigate to we can go here and then navigate to local host. Sorry. localhost 2020. Let's see. So 2020 it loads. So now this is what you can see that the previous one we had. This one I think is still should be there. Localhost 18, yeah, 41. Okay, so it has killed 1841 and then has brought up. So 1841 has been killed, and this is now what we are using now. Okay, so this is a little information. So this dude here can easily be changed. It can easily be changed. So when I navigate down, I can bring my true self and then change it. So before we continue, um, let's come here to this is the app desktop. Okay, all right. Okay, so you can see here it's generated in Sencha Gen. So I'll go into my drive, go into users, go into this. I should find Sencha. Yeah, so here, and then you can see CS. Okay, so and this resources desktop, this image can easily be changed. All right, so yeah, on the right click on it and say should open. That's why I told you that you guys should be able to learn. Where is my open with? With that open Photoshop. Okay, so I'm just going to change the image there to me. All right, so I'm gonna bring in my image, open, then go to my pictures. I should have my fine face somewhere here. I can use it to replace this so easily. Okay, I have my fine face here. All right, so I'll bring. Yeah, this is me. That's truly. Okay, so I'll just take a little of me, then move it across to the other side and dump it here. Okay, so I can actually bring this one down, then bring this one down. Okay, so let's say we bring it down a bit. Okay, let me push it a bit to the side, and then pull it up a bit. Okay, so this is good. So here I can actually save it. Okay, so it's requesting that I save it in a particular file format. The same thing. I don't want it to change, so I just say okay. So now it is mine that will take over. So at this point, I'm done. No, I don't want to create another replica of it. So here when I come in here, yeah, so you can see my beautiful face. Yeah, doing fine. So here, this is where the application begins. Okay, you can now tweak it. So you can tweak it for it to look like yours. Let me bring this one here a bit, and then bring it down, right? Dividing the application into two. Okay, so here we can actually do some overrides, right? So we'll go development, go to, you can come here, right? You can do quite a lot over here. That is the beauty of ExtJS, right? You have your index. Assuming you want to change certain things about it, you can. But usually the index, we hardly do any changes to it. Okay. So we come see packages. Okay. Okay. Generated files. Okay. Okay, we have our app. Okay, app. We go to SRC, and then we go to view. So here we have our home. Okay. So at the home, you can actually click on this, right, to make certain changes to your app. So here, once you brought this in, you can click on this to make this disappear. Okay, so that you can do some drag and drop here. So maybe we want this content you are seeing is supposed to be here, but I think because my app has, I'm using a local host, so maybe I have to refresh it because I brought in something here. So let me go and refresh it. When I click on that, bring this up again, put action commands, and then let's restart the watch. Restarting the watch is the app, so it's going to kill the local host and restart it all over again. Let's see whether I'm trying to bring up this content, the content that is here. It might show here too as well. Okay, so let's give it some time. It will come up. App watch starting. Loading compiler. Okay, so once writing content in. Okay, so automatically it's refreshing. What started? What started, but I'm not seeing content here. Let me see whether I can bring it back. I just click it. Okay, but we have some data here. Okay, are you sure? So You see what we did the previous time. All right. You have some data here. Let go to okay. Okay. So it has finally landed. Okay. So this is what we have. All right. It's quite large here. Let's see why. Oh, okay. I think my stuff looks okay. So that's why it's looking quite large. All right. So you see, welcome to the ESJS Classic. Welcome to the ES Classic. So this is what we have. All right. But I want to introduce some buttons in here. All right. So I'll click on this. Let me close the Explorer so that I can bring this. So click on the button. All right. So here, I can just leave this, then put it below here. Okay. So when I click, I think there's a problem. When I click on it, when I bring in something, all of a sudden it takes time in loading. So with this, you could have used your HTML commands to or codes to actually do this. Write a button and stuff like that. But it gives you the drag and drop field. So here we can search for, say you want to change the text, right? So here we say click me instead of we say click me. So you see that the moment you just do it, it takes effect continuously. All right. So this is the button. You can actually see the button is there. All right. It should have appeared here. I don't know why it's taking so much time to load. But these are some of the features you can play around with. And the more you get your hands dirty with difficult stuff like this, the future becomes brighter. So you have the opportunity of building more things. All right. So I thought it wise to just show this to those of you that might be interested in going further with your applications. Once you are determined, you achieve so much in a short time. Okay. So this is what we have. I don't know why it's not showing it. It was supposed to have shown here for me. Okay, so maybe for it to show again, I have to stop my watch. Then okay, stop watch and stopped. Let me see whether I can restart watch. So that I want to see the effect. Whatever I have dragged and dropped here, it should appear here for me. Okay, so let's give it some little time. Let's see how it will show us. But basically, this is it. We have what we call the module view controller. So this is the view, right? It's object oriented. So you see the model, right? It's here. It gives you the opportunity to see quite a lot of things. Then the view, all right. And you can see that we have the controllers in there. So you see the view controller, the view model, all right. So these are programming techniques that you can use to build very full-fledged enterprise applications, right? So this is just only JavaScript, and you can do quite a lot with it. Develop powerful enterprise systems. You can see how it's looking, right? And see how it's looking. Why is this one failing me today like that? It will come up. Then it takes time for it to to load. Let me see whether this has, okay, this has appeared. So this, you can actually use arrays to add to it, like modify this. All right, this is just the, oh, okay, it has appeared. So you see, they click me here. Is it over there? Huh? Okay, so when you click, you see that so far we have not put any JavaScript event, all right, behind it. So we just click. But at least it gives you a feel of how easy life can be with JavaScript, right? So this is the beauty of it. You can build a whole application, right, for it to look very sleek. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and I know that most of you would love to get your hands dirty with applications like this, all right? That will make life easy for you and also make you learn a lot in short time. All the best. Thank you for listening. But I'll be in 2 weeks' time. So in 2 weeks' time, when I come, we'll just do a mop-up of what we have been doing so that whatever questions you guys have, you can ask me. We can have some time and prepare for exams. Exams going to be practicals galore. Practicals galore. All right? All the best. Bye.